Will all CPAs relate to the ATPI, or is that something they're also deluged with? Everybody has an ATPI.
The ATPI is really cool too, because it puts together a bunch of different strategies that none of us will go to an all-day seminar on. And so then you start meeting some really top-notch quality individuals, and you hear some strategies you didn't hear before, and you start thinking about which clients this could work for. And that's the key thing about getting a CPA in that room, is to hear some stuff that we're not going to go do an 8-hour day on. And there's no other collection of the kind of strategies that you see in the ATPI that you can get in a couple of days. And that was kind of a cool thing to see. It's stuff that you hear about, you read an article about, but that you can talk to all the guys that really are doing it. And they're not all going to be for your clients, but this one's for that client and that one's for this client, and that was pretty cool to see. So it's something different. There's no other CPA training like the ATPI.
What was the original question?
Tax season did end yesterday, right? Okay.
But is that something that there are others around, or what does Tony have to do to tell you, you really need to get to see this, or what made you make the decision? Yeah, I'm going.
Well, I think if you, when he puts out his flyer and you see the variety of ice creams offered on this menu, it's anyone who, any professional who's got to maintain hours to get credits and current and all, sees this being offered. And in conjunction with, it's a program where you can actually utilize this. You're just not hearing about it. This is an opportunity to start making a connection and having access to these people. It's mind-boggling, that you actually have access. It's just a phone call away. You being the advisor, I can coordinate all of this and put you in touch, and it's quite the experience. So I would strongly encourage your better CPAs to go to this, because it's really the nuts and bolts of the whole program. The CPA has to know what's on the menu in order to make it work for his clients.
Two of you didn't address the monetizing that you said, to heck with it, I just want the relationships. Have you two monetized it in any way?
Yeah, we monetize.
And how have you done it? By a reduction in cost to the client, or?
If I'm doing work for a client, I'm going to bill them by the hour, and then I'm also going to say, listen, these guys are offering a product, and because they're part of this group I'm involved in, I share in whatever revenues they generate here. Tell them up front, and yep.
Same.
Yeah, the ATPI is 3 days, and the first day is all relationship, leadership, and communication training. With your CPA seeing that for the first time, these guys have been through Perfect Client Pro training, and yet I see them on that day. Bruce is on that day taking notes. Day one. And the other 2 days are some of your more timely arrows, depending on the time of the year we're holding the event. Offers credits. It's just we always talk about it, it's not a CE event, it's an event that offers CEs. It's a really interesting gig.